power and your love. You know, sin is such a distraction. You know, often we think it's so attractive and it's so magnetic. I know, because I'm a sinner of all sinners. Oh, thanks, my son. Oh, he always worries when I cry. But, you know, I don't want you to worry that I cry. It's just Jesus, you know. We need to cry more, I reckon. Vince, do you cry? You know, I think men need to have a good cry occasionally. Anyway, that's Auntie Carol's word for you. A good cry is a good thing. But you know what? That holiness that brings correction isn't a bad thing. Because there's something good on the other side. Anyway, I don't want to go on about that too much. I feel like he's pushing me on. And this is really where I want it to end, is wrapping up. We're called to His holiness. His holiness. His holiness. His holiness defines our calling. Because holiness is the essence of God's character. You've gotten that this morning out of what I've shared?
Yes.
You have? You understand that is what God is, holy. And Peter says in 1 Peter 1, he says, "Oh, as obedient children, do not be conformed to the passions of your former ignorance, but as He called you is holy, you also be holy in all your conduct. Even since it is written, you shall be holy, for I am holy." And I guess here's the best way to understand it. I was going to get some Pastor Chris and Matt to sort of maybe, could you just come up, and I think I might get them to explain it. But you see, we're called to be holy. So if you're God's child, who's going to be Jesus?
Oh, you can be Jesus.
I got my hair.
Pastor Chris, you be Jesus.
I got my hair.
Yeah, because you've got the bright shining clothes on. Yeah. You know, yeah.
That's not even God.
So if you're God's child, you stand before Him as righteousness. Yeah? So when the perfect righteousness of Jesus is given over to you, yeah? Wow. Yeah. But there's a second part, is that the blood of Jesus, yeah, what does that do?
Cleanses him from all sin.
Yes.
The blood of Jesus is, you're no longer your own, but you've been bought with a price.
Right.
Yeah? Okay, thanks, guys. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Jesus is ready to meet people. He's ready to meet people. Look, the fields are ripe unto harvest. You know, we often look down, everyone's waiting for Jesus, right? In Luke 8:40 it says that as Jesus returned, the people welcomed Him, for they had all been waiting for Him. Everyone's waiting for Him. And I'm not talking about they're looking for a religion or a church, a list of do's and don'ts. You know, they're waiting for Jesus wherever you go. Like, if you're really a genuine, you know, if you're really genuine in your heart, it doesn't matter where you are, you will see Jesus through Jesus' eyes, right? You know, I'm often in a coffee shop. I love coffee shops. I love cafes. Who goes to those places? Oh, just a few of you, okay. All right, well, I go there and I always pray before I go somewhere. I say, Lord, how would you use me today?